So this brings up an interesting question, though, in regards to the role of a druid today, or what a druid is in today's society. I've already argued that Druidry is not a religion, so to speak, and as far as being compared to what other religions do or have required for participation. On that same note, it is classified among neo-paganism, which is considered a religious affiliation. So, I guess it depends on your classification of that. Is Freemasonry a religion? Is Scientology a religion? Is Theosophy a religion? There's a good question. But while others might call themselves a member of a church, I don't know, Druidry, its members seem to be, like any other modern day religion as far as when you use the word druid. So this we find, both the original revival groups and the modern organizations come in a wide array because of different takes and perspectives on druid revivalry and definitions of that, of what a druid is. It's unclear whether or not the druid tradition has been successfully revived, to be sure. And by this, I mean that it may not have been in need of a revival because it may not have entirely disappeared, only changed forms and gone underground and had different motivations. It moved farther and farther underground with the rise of Christianity in the Celtic lands, so what is to say that there didn't exist underground factions of it, or things being passed under the guise of other organizations? I mean, if you think about it, originally, groups like, the Cathars and the Templars and Gnostics and all these different factions, Freemasonry, were all originally very much oriented and aligned with Christianity until it seemed that, they were sharing different knowledge apart from the church, and their gatherings allowed for people to grow and commune together apart from the church, and that was something that was unacceptable. So, it's hard to say. We can only ascertain when modern Druidry was made publicly visible, since it does seem possible that somewhere there exists an unbroken lineage. You might see for yourself that, just how diverse the system really is when it comes down to all the studies you can make of Neo-Druidry. Almost every history book, guide, and manual will include the date 1717 as the birth of Neo-Druids. And John Toland, an Englishman, is credited with kind of breathing life back into the movement. John Toland gathered delegates from all over Britain and Ireland for a meeting at the Apple Tree Tavern in Covent Gardens. And he then spent his life working on his greatest literary accomplishment, the history of the Druids. I think another man, John Aubrey, one of the first famous modern Stonehenge historians and Druidologists, had greatly inspired Toland in his youth. And the work of Toland, Aubrey, and other mysterious historians, William Buckley, they all contributed to the organization of the Mother Grove that would later be known as the British Circle of the Church of the Universal Bond. Whew, there's a mouthful. The British Church, or the British Circle of the Church of the Universal Bond. Okay. And they held their first ceremony on Primrose Hill for the autumn equinox in 1717. And this was when Toland was inaugurated as Archdruid of the first publicly recognized Druidic faction in over a millennium. So quite prestigious. And it is from here that all of other Neo-Druidry, so to speak, has stemmed, to the best that we can we can gather as far as the interest and the more formal organization.